Howdy folks, it's Adriel the Hunting Gear Guy. I've been shopping around for some cheap ammo and it just occurred to me I should update my cheap ammo spreadsheet with another sheet for 2024. So maybe just to get ourselves in the swing of things, let's get some cheap homemade wine. Gotta save money these days. Gotta scrimp and save where we can because the ammo prices, they're going up. So I'm going to talk over this spreadsheet. If you don't want to hear me talk, just go to the description. I'll put a link for the spreadsheet in there and you can just look at it directly. And so this is cheap common ammo, but I have stuff in here that's not common. Tough luck. I make the list. I make the rules. 7.62 by 25. Yeah, not really common, but it is cheap, or at least it's cheap when you buy it in bulk. The cheapest I could find, I couldn't find any surplus, like Milsurp stuff that wasn't at Lever Arms. The problem with Lever Arms is that they don't really ship a lot of their ammo, so you have to be in the area in BC to get it, and you have to pick it up in store. But boy, their prices are good. 22 cents a round if you get it in the super bulk pack of 2,500 rounds. If you want the non-corrosive stuff, Gotenda has Red Box for 30 cents a round. That's not that much more, and your Tokarev's, like the inside of the barrel will rust if you don't clean it immediately after shooting with that corrosive stuff. So you might just want to get the non-corrosive stuff. I don't know, unless you're shooting like a whole bunch. But anyways, that's our choices for 7.62 by 25. When we get into 9mm, all the cheapest stuff I found was typically at Gotenda. The STV Scorpio is a brass case 124. That stuff was right around 36 cents a round. The Federal Independence with 115 grain bullets, so a lighter bullet typically is cheaper. That was $3.49, so right around 35 cents a round. And then they had the aluminum case stuff if you want the absolute cheapest, and that was $3.39 for 1,000 there. So that was the cheapest new 9mm I could find. All non-corrosive, of course. Same with 223. It's all non-corrosive. This is interesting because there's a lot of M855 that seem to be fairly decently cheap. The PMC X-Tac stuff, which is kind of interesting. So Gotenda had that for 72 cents a round. But like I saw some even cheaper than that. G4C, this isn't the X-Tac. They had the PMC Bronze on. This is 55 grain bullets. That was 71 cents. And then FOC had it for 70 cents. And then Solely Outdoors had the 855 stuff for 68 cents a round. And that was X-Tac M855. So I think I might pick up a crate of that stuff. That was free shipping as well. Again, Lever Arms, they had the Chinese surplus M193 for the price. I don't know if I'd really pick that stuff up. I would rather go for 855. PMC stuff rather than the Chinese surplus stuff. A lot of that Chinese surplus 556. It's good. A lot of people bought like a ton of it when it first came into country because it was so cheap. But I had problems with like cases not sealing and that kind of thing, and gas coming out of like little cracks in the cases. But it is the cheapest stuff you can possibly get. So a couple of options there. Getting down to 7.62 by 39, your SKS and your Type 81 food. I put a couple of different versions or a couple of different variants in here. So the cheapest by far was Gotenda. It's weird. They have a 750 round spam can, and then they have a 720 round spam can. They price them the same. They're both $209. So get the 750 round one for 28 cents a round. That is the cheapest rifle ammo you're going to find too. If you're looking for something that's non-corrosive, there's a couple of choices. You can either get the Nork Red Box stuff. Solely Outdoors has some of that for, that's brand new for 54 cents a round. Sometimes Cabela's puts these on sale for right around 50 cents a round as well, and you can buy them by the box of 20, which is a good deal. Or if you want something that, if you don't want Chinese, if you don't like the Chinese ammo, Bullseye North has Yugoslavian M67 non-corrosive. It's more expensive though. It's $900 for 1120, which comes out to, what was that, 80 cents? 80 cents a round for that stuff. Getting into 7.62 by 51. Now, this Chinese surplus, yeah, Lever Arms still has some. No one else has the Chinese surplus 308, which is under $1 per round. It's all gone. I told you guys last year to buy some. Hopefully you did, because that's it for cheap 308. Now you're looking at new stuff. It's all PMC as the cheapest stuff, and it's going to be $1.20 to $1.30. I would say that, yeah, this Gotenda deal is good, but this Solely Outdoors one is good as well. This stuff is PMC 147 grain. It's a $1.20 each, but it also comes in an ammo can. So that's nice. And again, you can get that free shipping going with these guys as well. So that's a decent deal if you're shooting a lot of 308. And the nice thing about the PMC is that will be easier to ignite than the Nork. I found the Chinese Surplus 308 like had really hard primers on it. So some of my bolt action 308 rifles wouldn't shoot that stuff, whereas they shoot the PMC stuff just fine. And last but not least, getting into 7.62 by 54, if you've got a Mosin Nagant or something like that you want to shoot it in. Not a lot of choice out there right now, to be honest. Lever Arms, again, if you're in the BC area, they got some cheap stuff. FOC had some Chinese Surplus for 53 cents a round. So still pretty reasonable for 7.62 by 54. Not as good as it was in the past, though. Let's just take a real quick peek at that. So December last year, I only recorded a couple of different ammo prices here. The big standout was 7.62 by 54 was under 50 cents. It is no longer. Back in February 2022, again, we had some stuff right around 40 cents. We had some 7.62 by 39 that was pretty inexpensive as well. 223. Oh, remember Barnaul? 50 cents a round? No more. No more. All of our 223 now is at least, what was that, 68 cents? 68, 65 cents a round is the cheapest we can get right now. Different days back then. And yeah, the rest of this is pretty much the same. The other thing that happened, the 7.62 by 25, like a lot of the other retailers just ran out of it. So Marstar doesn't have any out of it. They don't have any more of that 21-cent stuff. It's all gone. Heading back into 2021, this was pretty much the same price, 7.62 by 25, pretty much the same. 9mm, yeah, 30 cents. I don't know. We're not really looking at 30 cents anymore, are we? 35. Not too bad, I guess. 223, 46 cents for Barnaul. Oh, the days, the days. 7.62 by 39, not there really that much difference here. 7.62 by 51, aka 308. Yeah, there's that Norks Milsurp stuff, 72 cents. Even the Barnaul, 75 cents a round. You can buy it by the box at 20. All gone. This is a little Russian war here. Really made that steel case stuff really expensive. And then 7.62 by 54, yeah, under that 50 cents a round. And there was some new stuff as well that we could get, but also can't get anymore. Heading on over to 2020. I don't think we're going to see that much of a difference here. Let's just take a look here. Oh, except for the 9mm, 20 cents a round. Okay, that's federal. This is the aluminum case. You got to buy 1,000 of them, but $1.99. Yep, it wasn't that long ago, 4 years ago, and we can get that stuff for 20 cents now. Not so much. 20 cents, 25 cents, 20 cents for Barnaul steel case. Blazer brass for 24 cents if you didn't like the aluminum, or you needed to put it in a PCC or something like that. And look at that 223 price. Barnaul for 35 cents or American Eagle for 40 cents a round. Woo! Yep. Yeah. That's when you had to buy it cheap and stack it deep. Chinese Surplus, 7.62 by 54. Not much of a difference there. And then, yeah, this Barnaul steel case 308. Look at that, 70 cents. And just for funs, we'll go back into 2016. And again, these are sheets that I made in the past and published on my website or YouTube channel. 9mm Sumbro, 26 cents. Okay, a little bit more expensive here. Again, ammo price goes up and down depending on demand, depending on what's happening in the U.S. or in the world. Right now, the prices, a lot of this stuff is going up because of the war in Ukraine, and they're using up a bunch of components and a bunch of ammo. 223, we're underneath 40 cents if we get the steel stuff. If we get Tula steel case or MFS steel case, we're under 40 cents around for that stuff, but those days are pretty much gone. American Eagle bulk of 50 cents, not that bad. Better than 70 cents that we're doing right now, right? Getting into 7.62 by 39, yeah, 19 cents around. Now that's cheap. 7.62 by 54, 34 cents around from Tradex. They had some 147 grain, or sorry, 147? I think it was 147 grain stuff. And then 308, that Norinco bulk, 46 cents around. Now, mind you, that's 8 years ago, but that's still a pretty big change in pricing there. They had some Aguila, they had some PMC. I was looking around. I found some PMC. The Aguila looks to be sold out, the Aguila 308, but it is around. And then back to 2008, just for funds, just for fun. Yeah, 20 cents for just plain like $10 for a box of 50 rounds. That's kind of what the price was. Wholesale Sports is no longer in business. 7.62 by 25, 10 cents a round for corrosive Czech stuff. I got some prices on 40 and 45 here. 223 you could get for 27 cents a round. 7.62 by 39 for 13 cents. 7.62 by 51 for 32. And by 54 for 25 cents. So just a full range of different prices here. Hopefully you found this interesting. If you want a link to that spreadsheet to see where to get this stuff, just look in the description. Thanks for watching.